What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of me realistifying video game enemies. So today we're going to be taking a break from RecRoom and looking at another one of my favorite games, Minecraft, and one of my favorite enemies, which is the Enderman. I had a lot of fun making this guy. I now have download links, so if you want any of this or any of the past Photoshop work that I've done, feel free to hit the link in the description down below. With that being said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Like I've said, only about 20% of my viewers are actually subscribed to the channel, so if you'd like to be part of that 20%, I'd really appreciate it. Alright, let's get on with the video. So there's a couple different ways I could have gone about this. I personally kind of see them as like an interdimensional demon, I guess. So I found a couple of humanoid demon creatures that I thought were pretty decent, and then I was just going to kind of take bits and pieces from the two of them and put them together. So started out with this shark head looking dude, and I decided I was going to use his legs, his arms and hands, and then the bottom portion of his head. And with the other one, I'm just going to be using his torso and the top of his head. And the right arm didn't work out, so I ended up using his right arm and then the left arm from the first one. So we're just kind of putting them together and kind of fading it all out so it looks like they're running into each other. So we get all that done, I get the other guy out, start working on the arms. Ended up messing it up like 5 times and had to keep going back. So his arms are way too short, so I'm going to take that, elongate it, because, you know, Slenderman got them long arms. And then, like I said, his left arm, it wasn't in the right orientation and it just wasn't working for me, so I went ahead and I just used his natural arm, but then I took the hand from the first one there and I put that one on so it matched the other hand. Get it all nice and faded in, and then we move up to the head. So I'm going to use the bottom portion of this guy because I kind of like his mouth, his facial feature there. It's really cool. But I like the eyes of the other one because they're a little bit bigger, a little bit more hollow. So I thought that would be better. So I ended up taking the two and just kind of mashing them together, warp the heads together so that they kind of fit, mask out what you don't need. And overall, I think it came out looking pretty good. So once I had everything in place, I went ahead and grayscaled the whole image so that all the colors kind of match in their uniform. You know, Endermens they're pretty much solid black, so I didn't want to go jet black with him, so I wanted to go with like a really, really dark gray. I thought that might work a little bit better so that you can see a little bit of his form. So now we're going to start working on the background, and I thought a sponge looked pretty well like the end stone. I think it came out looking pretty good. So that's what I ended up using, just a sponge, warped it into place. From there I'm going to start shading and adding a shadow below him to make it look like he's standing on the ground. And then we'll work on the night sky behind him. I took about 3 or 4 of these night sky images, masked them all out, and then just kind of eased them all in different ways, just to kind of give it a little bit of variation back there, and a little bit of a purple haze. Came out really good. Drop in a dragon. For the Ender Dragon, I'm just gonna darken him up as much as possible, give him blur, throw him in the background as you know, a little bit of extra eye candy. And then we're gonna drop in some particle effects, which I will turn purple, and then just kind of ease those in as well around him. Here I'm adding a blur to the back of the ground so that it looks like it's kind of in the distance and starts fading out a little bit better. Trying to get all the particles to look just right. It took a little bit longer than I would have liked to admit. I kind of wanted some sort of purple fog or mist around him. Originally I just kind of threw it all at the bottom and didn't like it, so I'm gonna go back here in a second and rework all that. There we go. So instead of having it in the foreground, I decided to have it kind of all around him as if it's emanating from him, and I feel like that came out a lot better. And then we're just going to kind of rework and retweak all the particle effects coming out of him. So for the last little bit, for the last touch, I'm just going to be adding a highlight on him, giving him a little bit of depth, which I think ended up being a little too bright overall, but I think it helps sell it. Put a little highlight on the dragon as well, and we're pretty much done at this point. Anyways, guys, that is the Enderman in Photoshop. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment down below what enemies you might like to see in the future, and, you know, subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said in the first part of this video, there is a download link in the description, so if you guys want to download this or any of the other stuff I've done, feel free to. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.